Today in Canada, there's a fish under the ice. Let me see if I can, I can't really get a good picture, but every now and then you see the big goldfish swimming here so peacefully. He went under the other part of the ice, but the ice is an all-natural cover, is what it is. Oh, here he comes, hang on. If you can see him. It's an all-natural cover. It separates like a firmament, like the Bible says. We have a firmament. Separate the waters from the waters above, right? That's why the sky's blue, because there's water above, so says the Bible, and I believe the Bible. And this ice is like a firmament. It separates the water from the cold air. And look at how those fish are swimming around peacefully. It's probably quiet down there. There's a couple of them. And they used to hide over there to hide, but now they have the ice to protect them. So you can see them moving around. I think that's cool. But we're going to look at the fish in the top pond and see what we can see. But now that we've had some colder nights, I'm not going to cover my pond. The pond is covered. It's covered with ice. The ice is a cover. But you see where the water runs in at the airways there? There's always, like from pond to pond, there's always an opening. So there's lots of oxygen going in, and you can see the water bubbling oxygen right there under the ice. Soon what'll happen is that'll open. The bubbling. Oh, and I see the fish over there again under the ice swimming peacefully. There's an opening over here. The water creates an opening, right? And now we have open flowing water, right? Let's see what we can see. That is pretty cool. And then again, you see the water bubbling under the ice, all the bubbles coming, right? So the worst case scenario is if the pump goes out and the whole thing freezes solid with like an inch or 2 or 3 or 10. You can get 10, 12, 14 inches of ice, even more. And if your pond is only like 4 or 5 feet deep, that takes away a lot of the water volume, and it seals it off in the winter. So a lot of people, they used to be scared to run their pumps all winter because they thought it was going to super chill the water. Well, of course, that doesn't happen. That's impossible. You can't have super chilled water. The water turns to ice when it freezes, and it freezes at the surface. But when the water's flowing, there's always oxygen, just like in the river and the creek. Look at them swimming down there. This is there. I can't get the phone into the ice. This is like probably an inch maybe, and thicker in some areas. Oh, and there's another fish over there under the ice. But earlier when I was quiet, they were up closer. In the spring, you can see them just moving so nice under the ice. Like, I never used to cover my ponds. You don't have to cover your ponds, right? The ice is a cover. You just need to run the water. Although when it's minus 40, I cover them just so it doesn't freeze as hard. So in case the power went out, it would take a while to freeze everything super hard. Because the running water cuts a hole in the ice, like I've always said. Look at that big de-icing going on. That strong flow, right? And the fish are fine down there. Everybody's fine under the ice. So not to worry, the pond is running good. And that's today in Canada.